Number 9. Establish the identity. Sine of 2 theta times the tangent of theta plus cosine of 2 theta equals to 1. Now remember, when we're establishing identities, we want to start with one side of our function and then work our way to the other side of our function, and we usually start with the worst looking side. Well, here we have a choice between a bunch of functions or the number 1. I'm thinking the worst looking side is going to be our left-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that down. Alrighty, so we want to manipulate this in some way in order for it to be equal to 1. There's a lot of things we could do, and there could be more than one way to go about doing this. This is just how I see it. So the first thing I like to do is try to get everything with the same argument. So what's on the inside of our function. So we have two thetas, and a theta. Well, I can easily, using my formulas, get 2 thetas into just a single theta, using my double angle formulas. So we know that the sine of 2 theta is just 2 times the sine of theta times the cosine of theta. And then it still times the tangent of theta. And we actually have 3 options for cosine of 2 theta. Well, I know something's going to eventually have to cancel out. So I'm going to go ahead and leave cosine of 2 theta alone just to see which of my 3 options I'll need. Alrighty, so then I want to see if we can do something with this piece over here. I have tangent of theta. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that in terms of sines and cosines and see if anything cancels out. Well, here we have sine over cosine, and we are multiplying by a cosine, so that denominator will cancel out with the cosine. So it's going to give me 2 times sine times sine. Well, it's just 2 times sine squared. Now, nothing else is going to cancel out. So here is when we're going to start filling with that cosine of 2 theta. We have 3 options for this. And I want to see, look at those options that I have. And that's going to be cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. Or 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. Or 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. So all of these equal the cosine of 2 theta. Well, I want to pick one of those that'll help things cancel out. So I want to try to get rid of any functions that I have. Well, my second one here, 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. That one will cancel out with the 2 sine squared I already have and leave me with just 1. And what were we trying to work towards at the beginning? The number 1. So that's exactly what I need. So I'm going to replace cosine of 2 theta with 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. So then my 2 sine squared thetas cancel out, and I'm left equal to 1. And we're done.